Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. Finally back home today, the first day of the season, trophy reset day. You can see I have not played a match. I was traveling to Clash Live in Denver, had a blast there. We raised over $8,000 for charity. Great job, everybody, and it was a pleasure to meet some of you guys there. In today's episode, I want to go over some Grand Challenge winning decks. You can see from my log here, well, it's a story of ups and downs, right? So how do you get a 12 win followed by a 1 win, followed by a 9, followed by a 7? You can see, like I said, up and down, right? And basically what I'm doing is just trying different decks, some of which I'm comfortable with, some of which I'm certainly not. That one was Zap Bait, and I'll tell you what, guys, I actually tweeted this out the other day, but I cannot win with Zap Bait. I suck at it. I totally just... I don't know, you know, even when I have these pros on the channel, I just can't make it translate into the actual matches. So what I want to do today is I asked some of my clanmates for their favorite 12 challenge winning decks. I wanted to share those with you guys. Oh, look at this. Surgical Goblin, how dare you friendly request me in video? You know what? He's going to smoke me, guys, but I'm going to face him. I don't even know what deck I'm playing, honestly. Ooh, a graveyard deck. Okay, you know what, this is kind of impromptu, hope you guys don't mind, but we're just going to keep it low-key today. After this, I'm going to show you guys some 12-win decks, maybe 2 or 3 decks, and, well, at least 3 now that I'm showing this random match where Surgical kills me. So he's coming in with a minor deck, probably some sort of a minor control. Starts out with guards there, able to stop that minor push pretty nicely and distract those guards. Come on, Ash. Those guards in the right lane with that skeleton army. So I'm going to try to get a really nice combo here. So Giant Mega Minion, I'm going to delay a little bit. I wanted him to drop that cannon or something other than just the Musketeer. That way he wouldn't have anything left to defend against this graveyard. He does have guards back up in his cycle, but it looks like I'm going to do a decent amount of damage to his left tower. That's pretty good for me coming out the gate against Surgical Goblin, who's way better than I am. So I'm going to go ahead and log this Musketeer. That will make her able to be one-shot by my left crown tower. Then I'm just going to reload here on Furnace. So great start to this match for yours truly. So as long as he doesn't play anything, which I don't think he is, I think I have like one more Elixir than he does, if my math is correct. I'm just going to start out with the Furnace here. He lightnings it, which is all right at this point. I still actually make contact with one of those Fire Spirits on his left tower. Let me go ahead and start the whole thing over again. But what I want to do is I'm going to play the Giant at the bridge again because I didn't have him in rotation. But I'm not going to play the Graveyard this time because I know he's going to be waiting for it. So, and I know he has a counter. So I'm just going to instead just Fireball these minions. And hopefully the Giant makes it to the tower, maybe to get 1 or 2 hits off it. Maybe even my Mega Minion will. But that Musketeer might take them down. So let's see here. 1-1, perfect. Honestly, that was pretty decent value considering that, you know, my tower is still pretty high on HP there. And now on the next push, I'll drop the Graveyard again. Hopefully, I'll keep enough Elixir left to Fireball the minions or the guards or whatever he does drop to counter my Graveyard. So here it goes here. I'm going to drop the Giant. And let's see here. I have Graveyard selected. I'm going to go ahead and drop Graveyard because those minions seem to be already locking on to the Giant here. So I'm going to Fireball the Musketeer way back here, and it looks like that's going to be enough to take down Surgical Goblin's tower. Oh my god, this seems so orchestrated, like he planned to beat me. Honestly, I'm going to have to ask him permission to include this in the video because I don't want to. That's a jerk move otherwise. But yeah, this is totally impromptu here. I can't believe I'm going to beat Surgical on my own video. Of course, he had no idea I was recording now, so I'll ask permission. Might not include this in the video because that would be a jerk move otherwise. So if you're curious, this was the deck that got me the 9-win Grand Challenge. Granted, the first time I picked up the deck, this exact composition, but I picked up the win against Surgical Goblin. That is exciting to me. I hope he allows me to show this in the replay. I'm going to message him right here on, I'm going to DM him on Twitter and ask if it's okay that I include this in the video, or I'll have to snip all of this first 5 minutes of the video out and I'll probably just restart the vid. But in the meanwhile, let me go ahead and put on this first replay here. Now, this is a really cool deck. If you're looking for a really solid and fun, something new Executioner deck, EchosOfSilence has been dominating with this deck deck. This is just one of his many Grand Challenge wins. This is the last replay of the match, and it's a P.E.K.K.A Graveyard Executioner Tornado deck. I mean, that's the thing about the meta right now is I love how diverse it is. This is something we haven't had in a long time, guys. You can still play Expo, you can still play Zap Bait, you can still play Hog Rider, no matter what anybody tells you. You can still play Balloon, Lava Loon. I mean, there's just so much right now in the meta. For the first time ever, you're seeing P.E.K.K.A with the Executioner, you're seeing Prince with the Executioner, because they provide that great support with that splash damage, so you can't counter these big single-hitting tanks that have that really slow attack speed as easily as you could in every other meta previous to this. So you know what? I said that I was not a huge fan of the balance update, but I was tempering my reservations at this point because it's so hard to predict the meta, especially with the Executioner coming out. And guess what? I was wrong, as I kind of predicted. This meta is awesome so far, at least if you ask me. Now, if I had to gripe about one little thing, it would be that Royal Giant is still absolutely everywhere on ladder right now, and even creeping into challenges as in tournaments as a really solid option. So if you don't mind the Royal Giant, I think that's the only little downside, that he really is dominating ladder play, and that still is good for free-to-play players who want that over-leveled common card to actually compete with people who pay. So I like that idea. I always have. I just wish, you know, there was another one or two common cards that were actually really good. Elite Barbarians, by the way, I don't think they're so bad that they're unplayable, but they're just not incredibly OP. They're not going to be in every single deck anymore. So I'm actually overall really happy with the game right now. That's not the reason that I'm making this video, but I just figured I'd mention that because I have been critical at times. So I just wanted to put it out there. I'm really happy. I think the game's awesome right now, personally. So this time we're going to go against, you can see EchosOfSilence is going against this big Golem Beatdown deck. Another popular deck right now in the meta. And as a matter of fact, all these replays I'm going to be showing to you guys, because of the fact that they are the 12th win inside the Grand Challenge, the opponent's decks are actually probably going to be worth copying and using too if you like them. Even though they lost, these opponents are probably on their 9th, 10th, or 11th, or excuse me, their 10th, 11th, or 12th win themselves. So these decks actually are winning decks as well, if you consider 10, 11, or 12 wins a decent total, in which I personally do, as you can see from my challenge log that I'm not afraid to share with you guys, even with the embarrassing one there. So check out this P.E.K.K.A Graveyard combo here, coming from Echo in the right lane, and this is going to be the coup de grace. This is going to be the downing of that tower. And look at that P.E.K.K.A just steady marching to the tower, and then boom, one hits it, it's down. Echoes picks up the victory there. Really solid deck, really cool deck. I've actually seen that same exact deck with Prince instead of the P.E.K.K.A there. It's really cool, like I said, that Prince and P.E.K.K.A are actually viable in the game. So let me go ahead and hop on to another replay here, this time by Sim. Now he's going to play one of those Royal Giant decks that we talked about. This deck coincidentally is really useful on ladder as well, so if you're looking for a good ladder deck, go ahead and give this one a try. Sim's deck kind of really brings together the old RG meta with the new RG meta. You can see it has the Electro Wiz, it has the Dark Goblin, of course it has the Furnace, which is so important right now, and you really have a variety of different options. You can see right now he's using the Ice Golem along with the Dark Goblin, albeit not for a very profitable push there, but you can have that really fast 5 Elixir sneak attack that can actually do a significant amount of damage. And then on top of that, look at all the offensive firepower this deck has to combo with the Royal Giant offensively. So you have the Ice Golem in the log, which can counter Skeleton Army, which is one of the most popular counters for the Royal Giant. You have the Lightning, which can be used to not only reset, but almost take down an Inferno Tower with the help of the RG. And the best thing in this deck is having your opponent drop a Musketeer and a Furnace or an Inferno Tower, and then getting so much value for that Lightning. You can have, for example, an Ice Golem right in front of your Royal Giant. That's going to protect against Skeleton Army and even buy you some more time against something like Elite Barbarians or whatever they have to counter the Royal Giant, really. And then you have that Lightning spell, boom, doing a lot of damage to both the tower, taking down that Musketeer, and taking down whatever defensive structure they put down to distract your Royal Giant. So it's just a really lethal deck. You have a lot of options, both offensively and defensively. Defensively, you can use the Dark Goblin, as you can see right here on your screen, to help take down even tanks. I mean, the Dark Goblin doesn't do a lot of damage per hit, but per second, he's pretty decent. He can actually do a decent amount of damage, especially not to tanks, but to the supporting troops behind the tank. That's why it's smart to try to push him all the way over towards the arena wall on the opposite side of the tower, as you saw Sim did. By the way, guys, just got a message back from Surgical Goblin. He said, Ash, it's okay to show the replay, but you have to give me a rematch, and I want to play with a different deck. So we'll give him a rematch. What I'm gonna do is play him with a random deck that I picked up that I saw somebody else using, somebody who beat me. Isn't that like the normal way that you guys get decks, especially when you're kind of grinding and not having a ton of success with one deck? You have some guy beat you, and you're like, yeah, you know what? I'll just try that deck. It's probably a bad move in reality, because what's happening there is you just keep switching decks. You need to keep playing the same one so you can understand all the nuances of it against different archetypes. But even I fall prey to that mistake at times. You know, oh, that guy smoked me, that deck must be good, or maybe he's just played it way more than I have. So anyway, we're gonna do that. We're gonna make that mistake live, and we'll play Surgical Goblin. We'll give him a rematch here on this video. Why not? So I apologize if you were just looking for winning decks. We do have this kind of impromptu friendly challenge thing going on this video, and hey, maybe you guys like it. If you do, let me know, and maybe I'll have random pros challenge me in videos, or I'll try to at least. But anyway, as promised, I will make sure that I do include a third 12-win challenge deck for you guys. By the way, this was the deck that I used to beat Surgical Goblin. If you guys want to give it a try, if I can do it, hey, maybe you can too. It's not a bad deck. It's pretty solid, actually. It has the Giant, the Furnace, the Graveyard, as you saw. Now, this is the deck that beat me that I was talking about earlier, guys. I'm going to go ahead and play this against Surgical. We'll give him a shot to smoke me now like he should have in the first place. And there he is. He's ready to go for Game 2. And the only way I can show Game 1 is if I give him a rematch. So I'm going to go ahead and do that just so I can show the win to you guys. So what we're going to do is, I don't know, oh man, what can I play here? This is an awful starting hand. I'm not going to rock it because I want to get a little bit of value. I'm just going to place down the cannon in the same lane that he places the Ice Golem. And let's see what deck he's going to play with now. Executioner, I'm going to rocket that Executioner for sure. That's actually good value. A lot of damage done to that tower with the rocket there, and all for the price of 1 Elixir, considering the Executioner costs 5. So what we're going to do is play a little miner here, see if we can get these minions to the tower. Doubt we can, but nice Ice Spirit there. Oh no! Wow, shame on me for putting that miner where I did there. Activate the King Tower. That's a sad face, ladies and gentlemen. That's not good. Let's go ahead and restart the push here. Play Ice Golem in back of the King Tower and see what he comes at me with here. An Executioner again on his part, this time keeping him far, far away from the tower. I'm going to go ahead and play a cannon close to that Executioner, and hopefully in range of that miner as well. Executioner of my own here. Let's see. Oh no! Rocketing my Executioner. That's not good. It seems like he might be playing a very similar deck to the deck that I am, guys. Boo to that. So we'll see what else he can come up with there. That was not very good. So this time, not that it matters, but we'll keep the miner probably a safe distance away from the firing of that King Tower, so I can try to get a little bit of chip damage in. I'm gonna play the Ice Golem a little bit late there. No use to use the Tornado there, of course. Of course, I've had this Tornado sitting in my hand. That's the thing with Tornado, at least for me, is oftentimes it just sits in your hand quite a while, but you know, I just gotta get better at playing it there. So, oh my god, I just made a mistake. I played the Executioner again next to my tower. Oh no, that was really dumb. My bad, guys, that was dumb. That sucked. Okay, don't want to do that again there. Okay, let's play the miner and just try to get something pretty aggressive going. Only 45 seconds, so I'm just going to go ahead and get a rocket on the tower here. That was really bad value rocket, but I know I can defend most of his pushes without having to do anything super crazy. So I'm going to tornado his miner into my King Tower here. That will even up things as far as the King Tower activation, but at this point it might be, or it probably is going to be way too little too late. So again, just kind of hammering him with my miner at this point. I'm going to rocket again. Now, this might seem like stupid rockets, and guess what? It probably is. But I know that all he has at this point is one more rocket and a log on my tower, and it's all set. Actually, just a miner is probably going to do the trick here. So miner on my tower, and that looks to be a good game. Really, one stupid mistake by yours truly kind of cost me that one, unfortunately. There is the log, and the miner already did enough damage, and he picks up the win there. So well played, Surgical. All is right in the world. Surgical beat me, and I made stupid mistakes, so we are back to what you'd assume would be the case on Clash with Ash. So let's go ahead and show you the last 12-win challenge deck, but I have to wait for One Hive Hunter to join my clan, so give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Alright, so through the magic of computer editing, here we are with One Hive Hunter from Hammers Esports. A lot of Hammers making an appearance in today's video, so shout out to them. So he's going to be playing the Sniper from Arab Union here. Now, Hunter is at the top. Now, he's going to be playing a bait deck, and I specifically wanted to show this replay to you guys because A, it's kind of unorthodox. It includes a Hog Rider, as you can see, as one of the win conditions, and B, I guess it's, you know, instead of a bait deck, it's actually kind of a control deck, believe it or not. It has Inferno Tower as well. It's definitely, if anything, it's definitely kind of a hybrid deck. It does have Goblin Barrel as well, which is why I call it bait. So it has Skeleton Army, Goblin Barrel, then it has those defensive stalwarts such as Electro Wizard, has a great kiting card and Ice Golem, it has Inferno Tower to take down tanks, and to shut down beatdown decks. Now, Sniper is actually also playing a pretty cool deck. He has a Lightning Furnace Executioner deck on the bottom, and remember, I'm going to repeat it one more time, that because this is the 12th challenge win here for One Hive Hunter, he's actually playing against an opponent who must be knocking on the door of 12 wins himself, so definitely a viable deck on the bottom. This was one of those giant Prince Executioner decks I was talking about earlier, played by Sniper, that is, and of course they have the Lightning to combo to protect against Inferno Towers, and you have the Furnace to help combo with the Executioner, or if the Executioner is not in hand and out of cycle, to stop the swarms that were liable to take down your giant and your prince. But this time, it's probably not going to work out so well for the Sniper as he plays that giant right into the Inferno Tower, and boom, Hunter there with that Ice Golem to stop that prince's charge. Now the Inferno Tower is going to have plenty of time to take down that giant, and he's just going to be able to play the Skeleton Army because the Sniper did not have the Executioner, the log. Well, the Executioner was in hand, but not enough Elixir to play him behind that combo of the giant and the prince. Didn't have the log in hand, and didn't have the Furnace to set the table to prevent that Skeleton Army from shutting things down at the end of that push. Now, moving on to One Hive Hunter's side of the arena here, you can see that his main offensive combo seems to be, once he has the Electro Wiz alive from defense, as he just did, the opponent uses the log against the Electro Wizard, and then that leaves his Goblin Barrel free to do damage to the tower. So that was actually a really good move in terms of One Hive Hunter, that he got the opponent to lure out that log. That way he had the Goblin Barrel ready there to put the finishing touches on that crown tower, and that's pretty much going to be it. So this deck is pretty cool. You have that double threat of the Goblin Barrel and the Hog Rider, and in the meanwhile, you have plenty of defensive options as well. So this is going to do it for today's video, guys. Again, let me know what you thought of having those random matches in the middle. Is it distracting? Is it lame? Do you like it? Do you love it? Just let me know. And also, I will include a list of all the decks shown in today's video, and with timestamps too, in case you guys want to give them a shot. I think it's easier that way than having to dig them out of the actual video. So guys, thanks so much for watching, and as always, take care, guys.